Hello, sweet soul. I'm so happy you're here with me. You know, people often come to me and say, Louise, I've been doing everything. I've worked so hard. Why isn't it happening yet? And I gently smile and say, what if everything you desire is simply waiting for you to stop chasing it? Let's just pause with that for a moment. Take a deep breath with me. Feel the tension melt from your shoulders as you begin to understand something very powerful. You don't have to push so hard to receive what is already yours. You see, we've been taught that control means strength, that striving means success, that if we just do a little more, then we'll be worthy of the good we seek. But my love, letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you trust, you believe, you relax into knowing. The universe is like a wise river. When we stop thrashing, we begin to float. When we stop grasping, our hands open, and it is in open hands that blessings can land. So today I invite you to gently release the struggle, not because you're giving up, but because you're giving over to peace, to trust, to divine timing. Say with me now, with your hand resting over your heart, I am willing to let go of control and let the universe support me. Breathe in that truth. Let it settle into your body, because you are not alone, and everything you want is already on its way. Have you ever noticed how exhausting it is to chase something that doesn't seem to want you back? Whether it's a dream, a person, or a goal, the more you reach, the further it feels. And yet, darling, the more still you become, the more life seems to lean in and whisper, I've been waiting for you to stop running. When you chase, you affirm lack. You say, I don't have this. But when you allow, you say, it's already mine. Chasing is a noise we make when we're afraid to be still. It's the mind's way of saying, if I can control this, I'll feel safe. But the soul doesn't thrive in struggle. It thrives in surrender. And when you stop chasing, you stop pushing things away with the energy of desperation. Let's look deeper. Chasing comes from fear. Receiving comes from peace. Fear says, if I don't do this now, I'll lose everything. Fear screams, it rushes, it grabs. But peace smiles and opens its arms. Peace trusts the unseen process. Peace knows, what is mine cannot miss me. The universe is always listening to what we believe about ourselves. And when you chase, you're silently affirming, I don't believe I can receive without struggle. But you, dear heart, were never meant to beg for your blessings. You are meant to magnetize them. That begins with one simple awareness. Where are you grasping? Where are you over-efforting? Close your eyes and notice. Maybe it's in your career. Maybe it's in love. Maybe it's in the way you speak to yourself when things don't come quickly enough. Ask yourself now, with honesty and compassion, am I acting from faith or from fear? You see, faith is not about being perfect. It's about trusting the rhythm of life, even when you can't hear the beat. It's sitting in stillness and saying, I don't see it yet, but I know it's on the way. The point of power is in this moment. And in this moment, you have the power to shift from forcing to allowing, from grasping to resting, from lack to abundance. Let that be your sacred choice. Now I want you to say this with me, not from your mind, but from the truth in your belly. What is mine flows to me with ease. I no longer chase, I magnetize. Say it again, slower. Let it roll over you like a wave of warm water. Let it wash away the strain, the urgency, the belief that you are behind. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not less than. You are becoming aligned. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time-space sequence. That means what hasn't arrived yet isn't lost. It's simply not time. The fruit is still ripening. The path is still unfolding. Now imagine just for a moment that you are a magnet, not of metal, but of light. And everything you desire is already drawn to your glow, not because you are trying, but because you are being. And that, my dear, is your greatest power. Let's bless this moment. Let's bless the part of you that wants to do more, try harder, push forward. Thank her. She was only trying to help. But today, you are choosing a different teacher. Grace. Grace is soft. Grace is quiet. Grace doesn't chase. It opens. When you feel the urge to control, come back to your breath. Whisper gently, I trust, I allow, I receive. Let these words become the rhythm of your day. You are not here to hunt your happiness. You are here to remember that it is your birthright. So today, walk slower, speak softer, rest more, smile without a reason. The energy of ease is the same energy that attracts. And if a doubt arises, place your hand over your heart and say, Sweetheart, we're safe now. We don't have to chase love. We are love. You are safe. You are loved. And life is not behind you, it's dancing with you. Let's take this a little deeper now, shall we, sweetheart? Because after all the striving, the chasing, the holding on so tightly, there comes a sacred invitation, the invitation to relax. And not just in the body, but in the soul. You see, people often tell me, Louise, I feel guilty when I rest. It feels like I'm doing nothing. And I gently respond, oh darling, relaxing is not laziness. It is spiritual alignment. It is allowing the path to open. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. That includes the moments when you sit in stillness. That includes the times when you choose softness over striving. Because stillness is not a void. It is a container. It is a place where miracles can land. Let me ask you something tender. When was the last time you let your shoulders fully drop? When was the last time you exhaled not just air, but pressure? My body is a mirror of my inner thoughts and beliefs. If your back aches, if your head pounds, if you're tired before the day begins, it might be your body whispering, please stop fighting. I'm ready to receive. I want to invite you into a new relationship with rest, not as a reward, but as a rhythm. Just as the tide flows in and out, you too are meant to ebb and receive, to pause and be filled. Each time you sit in silence, you are choosing alignment over effort. You are saying to life, I trust your timing more than my tension. Let's practice together now. Take one conscious breath, gently, slowly. Feel it move through you like soft light. Now take another. And with this breath, allow your belly to soften, your jaw to loosen, your heart to settle. It is safe for me to rest. When I relax, I allow miracles. Say that with me again, as if each word is a lullaby. It is safe for me to rest. When I relax, I allow miracles. Can you feel your nervous system responding? It's as if every cell is saying, thank you, I've been waiting for this permission. You see, we live in a world that praises exhaustion and calls it success. But sweet soul, you were not born to burn out. You were born to shine. Let's release the old belief that you must earn rest, that you must do enough, prove enough, fix enough before you can lie down in peace. Rest is not what you do after life is handled. Rest is how life begins to handle itself. I've seen time and time again that when people begin to slow down, synchronicity speeds up. Why? Because your relaxed state is your most magnetic state. From that place, you stop resisting what life wants to give you. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. When you think, I must stay busy to be worthy, the universe says, very well, let's keep you busy. But when you begin to believe, I can rest and still be safe, successful and supported, the entire rhythm of your life starts to shift. Today I invite you to soften, not just your body, but your beliefs. Let go of the idea that stillness is passive. Stillness is powerful. It's in the quiet that we hear the truth. It's in the pause that we feel the presence. Start with simple rituals. 1 breath before you rise. A few moments with your eyes closed before you check your phone. A walk without headphones. A nap without guilt. These are sacred acts. These are declarations that say, I am worthy of ease. The next time your mind says, I don't have time to rest, I want you to answer back with love. I don't have time not to. Because every time you relax, you are restoring your power. You are realigning with your truth. You are enough even in stillness. You are whole even when you pause. You are divine even when you do nothing at all. So as we close this part of our journey together, let's affirm it with all the grace and softness we can gather. It is safe for me to rest. When I relax, I allow miracles. Say it again, and let it become a new truth you carry not just in your words, but in your breath, your posture, your pace. You are not behind, you are not failing, you are flowing. Next, I want to invite you into a space that we so often forget to honor, the sacred space of silence, not the silence of loneliness or neglect, but the kind of silence that wraps you in warmth, that says, come home to yourself, my love. In the silence, the answers come. In the stillness, your energy recalibrates. These are not just poetic words, they are truth from the soul. The world will always be loud, full of opinions and alerts and noise, but your spirit, your intuition, it whispers. And to hear it, you must be willing to sit in the quiet. People often ask me, Louise, how do I know if it's my intuition or just fear? And I say, fear shouts, intuition sings, and silence is the stage where it performs. I am willing to release the need to struggle. Yes, even the struggle of needing an answer right now. Even the push to know before it's time. Because truth, your truth, does not come through force. It comes through space, through breath, through a soft willingness to listen. Have you ever noticed how clarity often comes not when you're talking, scrolling, or fixing, but in the quiet between tasks, in the moment you pause while making tea, in the walk you take without your phone? That is no coincidence. That is grace. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is full of guidance. It is where your inner child feels safe to speak. It is where the universe leaves love notes, but only if you are quiet enough to read them. Let's talk about practices, shall we? Start with silent mornings. Before the world begins to speak to you, let your soul speak first. No emails, no headlines, just breath, stillness, maybe the gentle clink of your cup, or birdsong if you're lucky. Let those moments be a ceremony. Then bless yourself with tech-free time. Give your nervous system the gift of not being constantly needed, pinged, pulled. Turn everything off just for a while. Not because you're withdrawing, but because you are returning to yourself. Sit with a question you've been holding. Write it down. And then, don't answer it. Not yet. Just sit. Let the question be a seed. Trust that your soil knows what to do. All that I need to know is revealed to me at the perfect time. And it will be. You see, Your intuition is your sacred compass. It is not broken. It is not quiet because you're lost. It is simply waiting for you to turn down the volume of the world and come back to your own frequency. I open new doors to life. And silence, dear one, is one of those doors. You may not see what's behind it until you walk through, but the moment you step in, you begin to remember. You remember what your own heart sounds like. You remember that your breath is a prayer. You remember that presence is the greatest teacher. Now, let's say this softly, together, like a promise between your soul and your breath. In silence, I return to myself. In stillness, I hear the wisdom of life. Say it again. Let it settle. Let it echo. In silence, I return to myself. In stillness, I hear the wisdom of life. You don't have to retreat to a mountaintop. You only have to close your eyes for a few minutes. Turn inward. Breathe. And allow the sacred to rise within you. I have seen people find the answers to lifelong questions simply by sitting in stillness. No chasing, no striving, just a willingness to be with what is and to trust that what they seek is already within. So, my love, make space, not just in your schedule, in your spirit. Let silence be your sanctuary, your medicine, your sacred home. You are safe, you are wise, and you are never alone in the quiet. You are the power. You are not a beggar at the gate of life. You are a creator, a vibrational being, and you are always attracting whether you know it or not. The question is not if you attract, but what you attract. And my dear, that changes the moment you remember. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are aligned with. When people come to me in tears, exhausted and disappointed, they often say, "But I've wanted it so badly, Louise. Why hasn't it come?" And I place my hand over theirs, look into their beautiful eyes and say, "Wanting is not the magnet, being is." You see, the universe doesn't respond to our desperation. It responds to our vibration. When you are trying, striving, pushing, you are often vibrating with lack. You are saying, "I don't have it. I need it. I'm empty without it." But when you shift into embodiment, when you begin to feel the way you would feel if you already had it, your entire energy changes, and suddenly life responds. I am in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. That is not just a soothing phrase. It is a magnetic frequency, a declaration that you are no longer chasing what is missing, but becoming what is calling. Let's shift right now. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe gently. Picture yourself not as someone trying to get something, but as someone radiating light, love, peace. Imagine that your heart is a magnet, and the more peacefully it beats, the more goodness it draws to it. I am magnetic to all that matches my peace, my joy, and my worth. Say it again, not from hope, but from knowing. I am magnetic to all that matches my peace, my joy, and my worth. Imagine the energy around you becoming soft and golden. Imagine people, opportunities, and miracles moving toward you like petals on the wind, not because you ran after them, but because your calm, your wholeness, became the very signal they could not resist. This, my love, is not magic. This is alignment. What I believe about myself becomes true for me. If you believe you must hustle to earn love, then love will become a finish line you never quite reach. But if you believe, I am love, I am already enough, then love rushes toward you without resistance. So don't just wish for abundance, feel the feeling of already being abundant. Don't only hope for love, become a sanctuary of self-love that others are drawn to. Let's go even deeper now. I want you to ask yourself, if I truly believed I was already worthy, already whole, already seen and supported, how would I walk today? How would I speak? How would I breathe? As I change my thoughts, the world around me changes. Your outer world is always echoing your inner state. And when you shift from struggle to serenity, from wanting to being, the echo changes too. Now visualize this with me. You are walking through a field of light. Your very presence blesses the space. There is no urgency, no proving, just peace. And as you move, people smile, doors open, life rearranges itself to match your frequency. Not because you fought for it, but because you aligned with it. I no longer need to struggle to be seen. I choose to shine and be known by my light. You do not have to yell for the universe to hear you. You do not have to exhaust yourself trying to earn what is already yours. Your only task is to come into harmony with your deepest truth. And that truth is, you are already enough. You are already powerful. You are already magnetic. Say it again with me now. I am magnetic to all that matches my peace, my joy, and my worth. Let those words become a gentle drumbeat in your life. Let them walk with you through your days. Let them sit beside you when you feel small. Let them rise within you when you doubt. My sweet soul, you are not here to suffer your way into success. You are here to soften your way into alignment. So today, let your energy do the work. Let your softness be your power. Let your being call in the beauty that has always been waiting. Listen, my love. Here is one of the most important things I could ever teach you. The more you need it to look a certain way, the more you block the magic. So often we grip, we hold, we narrow our vision down to one outcome, one person, one path. And when it doesn't happen the way we imagined, we say, why didn't it work? But what if the universe was trying to give you something better, something more aligned, something your heart couldn't even dream yet? I trust the process of life. That's not just a phrase. It's a powerful way of living. It means you release your white-knuckle grip on how it must unfold. It means you stop demanding from life and start dancing with it. Let me ask you gently, have you ever prayed for something and didn't get it, only to realize later that it would have broken you? Or maybe you were guided to something even more beautiful, more healing, more lasting. That's the mystery at work, my dear. That's grace. You see, when we fixate, we close the door to all the other ways our good can come. When we say, it has to be him, it has to be this job, it has to happen by Friday, we are not manifesting, we are controlling. And control is the language of fear. Divine right action is always taking place in my life. That means even when something falls apart, it may actually be falling into place. Even when it feels like a delay, it may be sacred timing. Even when you don't see progress, life is rearranging itself for your highest good. Let's practice something together. I want you to hold your hands out in front of you. Clench them tightly into fists. Feel the tension. Now slowly, softly open them. Breathe. That's the difference between attachment and trust. When you relax your grip on the outcome, you make space for miracles. Let this become your new prayer. This, or something even better. Say it with me, sweet soul. This or something even better. I let go of the outcome. I trust that life is always working for me. Feel what happens in your heart when you speak that truth. There's a softening, isn't there? A sense of possibility returning. Everything I need comes to me in the perfect time-space sequence. That means you don't have to force. You don't have to chase. You don't have to push. Your job is to be open, to stay in alignment, to walk with faith and gratitude, and allow life to surprise you. If you're carrying the weight of how and when, I invite you to lay it down today. Not because your dream is too big, but because your dream deserves more space to grow. Imagine the universe as a loving gardener. You plant the seed of intention, but if you dig it up every day to check if it's sprouting, you stop its growth. The best thing you can do? Trust the soil. Trust the sun. Water it with joy, not worry, and let it bloom in its own perfect way. I know it's hard sometimes. We think letting go means we stop caring. But letting go isn't the absence of desire. It's the presence of faith. Let go of needing it to be that person. Let go of needing it to come by that date. Let go of needing it to match your plan. Say instead, I trust, I allow, I receive, I don't chase, I attract, I don't force, I flow. I don't beg, I bless. And remember this, my beautiful friend, my future is glorious. Even if you don't see it yet, even if today feels quiet, even if what you wanted walked away, because something even better, more whole, more true, more worthy of the real you is on its way. Today we release the timeline, we release the outcome, and we walk in the peace of trust. Life is for me. Life flows through me. Life blesses me always. Say this softly now like a sacred vow to yourself. I let go of the outcome. I trust that life is always working for me. Let that be your new knowing. Let it lift the weight off your shoulders. Let it become the song your soul sings when the mind gets noisy. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are being guided. And now, my love, we come to the closing of this sacred journey. Let your shoulders drop just a little more. Let your breath deepen. Let your heart soften into the knowing that you have always been enough. So many people come to me and say, Louise, I feel like life is testing me. And I take their hands gently and whisper, darling, you are not being tested. You are being taught how to receive without fear. That's the truth. That's the gift. Not in chasing, not in proving, not in controlling, but in opening, in allowing, in trusting the love that created you to also provide for you. I am in harmony with all that surrounds me. I am at peace. You see, peace is not the absence of effort. It's the presence of alignment. And when you are aligned, your life begins to flow in ways that surprise even you. So let's end today with something sacred, a simple, powerful practice that opens the door to everything you've asked for. Place your hands gently over your heart, close your eyes, and breathe with me, slowly, fully. Now say aloud, I let go, I trust, I open, I receive. Again, feeling each word melt into your body. Everything I desire is already on its way to me. And one more, like a kiss upon your soul. And I am ready now. You are not waiting. You are not lacking. You are not behind. You are ready. You are radiant. You are magnetic. You are deeply, divinely supported. Let this be your closing truth and your new beginning. I no longer chase. I align, I allow, and I attract with ease. My peace is powerful. My energy is enough. All is well in my world. Say it softly. Say it boldly. Say it until your cells believe it. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well. Remember, dear one, you don't have to earn love. You don't have to force your joy. You don't have to chase your worth. You are already it. You are already there. You are already enough. And now, let go and let it in. Life loves you, and so do I.